everybody, and welcome back to the chateau in the middle of a heat wave. And most of Europe is getting this at the moment, and it is absolutely beautiful, if not a little bit too hot at times. I'm definitely getting burnt already. Now, I have been away. I went to the Le Mans 24-hour race. I go every year. There will be some stuff about that as well as things that I saw while I was down there. But today, I just need to get on with some really important jobs. So, first off, I need to go to the bar to get a big job there done with the weather. And then we need to get something massively important here, which is the Moat aeration system. Duckies! You were tiny when I left. Look at you, all growing up. It is beautiful weather. I've had to take an hour away from the chateau because it's time to get the courtyard and beer garden open for the bar, ready for the summer. It's always gets terrible over the winter, this place, because it's just the traffic, the lorries and everything go past from the road here. Everything sprays over, so all of this just catches dust, dirt and grime, and of course weeds. So won't be much though, Obviously I painted the walls the other year and all the wood. So let's get this cleaned up quickly and looking good. Significantly better, isn't it? So just need to jet wash a bit more of the furniture from up there, lay this out, and for tonight it can open, and then we can get some plants and all the rest of it in those bits and pieces another day. But this will be a lovely place this evening to sit. So back from the important job of the bar, and of course it's been closed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, open mic, it's the music night, so it'll be nice to have that courtyard, especially in this weather. Now it is turning the attention to what is very important, because now nature has got a little bit further ahead. Small animals nesting in places are now no longer small and have moved, so I can do what I need to do in the moat. And it's perfect weather with this heat wave, and the fact that the annoying rodents, the koi poo, nutria, many names, have moved on, or certainly reduced in numbers that are visible, so it is now possibly worth fitting. So in this weather, obviously with the shallowness of the water, because it needs dredging, the algae is running rife, and we can do something about that. We have equipment, but more importantly it's about the heat wave. So I can't kill the pondweed until the moorhens, because the moorhens were actually nesting in that. They have now got big enough that they can all be out as a family during the day, and they're nesting in the fountain. So I can do the other things now. That's fine. I'm not going to disturb small animals if I do this. Now the other main point, I don't know if you can see, is the line on the chateau. You can see the water level is because of the heat wave. So there's two big lines there. There's the line at the furthest up, which is when it's quite high, because it was set at that level. There's a small way to set it. So there. And then you've got a line about 3 inches above where the water is currently. And that's the normal water level when it's not as hot. which means if I get in with waders, I can now drill all of the pipe clips into the foundations there happily to fit the aeration system, and of course that would rather help. Never fitted it before this point, because it's too expensive to risk. The self-sink hose is very, very expensive, so all the diffusers, and of course with the rodents which were rife here, couldn't risk putting it in. The other thing is, really, you'd put it in with fresh, clean water because you'd dredged everything. But as that is just an ongoing problem, and also it's in the way inside the house and it's part of the clear up, if we get it in and get it running, I know where everything is because I'm the one fitting it. So when we come to do the dredging in sections, we can remove certain sections. I've got a new plan of how to fit it. So I need to work out how to do it all. Right, so not so much a dining room at the moment. More a workstation. I've got some cameras that I need to put up. Let's see if we can. They better go up soon as well. Right. As you can tell, my friends were here for them on. So this is essentially what's left. So the two pump boxes are outside at the moment because I'm gonna set that up. Here are all the clips, everything, and basically the diffusers. Some of these big diffusers here, well, and there's smaller ones. They go in these trays and they sit outside and all this pipe work, and I've got an actual design plan. But trying to do this in a way where it actually works. So basically it all starts from here. So the two pump boxes are going to go underneath here and wire up to the mains. And then from here, they're going to, the pipe work is going to go off along this way round the house and along this way and around the house. So while the level's low, I can clear the walls of things that aren't supposed to be growing in it and get at least that pipe work in, and I can worry about the boxes afterwards because they're above the waterline. Just got to find everything. So I actually know what I'm doing. Do I know what I'm doing? Probably not. Okay. Okay. So let's try to work everything out. I can't just run around and start putting holes in places and what have you. That is one of those. All right. But we can do it that way and then pipe work. So this is all going to go just above. Well, I wish I'd done this before. That is obviously a smaller one. We put a bigger one in there as well. This tray's the same size. Is how they will sit. So there'll be a pipe off that, and then these will sit on the bottom. That's what these trays are for, to stop them burying themselves into the silt, and realistically to try and stop them floating away when they're running. But let's see. So I have set up one of these out here for the worst affected area. I'm just seeing what it does. But it's time to put it elsewhere. So let's just... Can we make it work? What do I do? Oh! Yes! Okay. Now, you get the idea of what's supposed to go there. Take two. Properly set up one. Let's see what that does compared to the other one, because the other one's definitely floating around. So, it's slowly going down. and that'll reach the bottom gently. When it does, I will try that out so we can see the difference on something that will sit at the bottom as opposed to this, which is the one on the right side, was very much just floating to the top. And of course, I'm testing everything before I go and fit it all, so I know I've got it right. But I'm doing nothing wrong because all of the lengths, everything is what I need to set up anyway. Really sunk, so it's get the waders on and get it down there because I really want to know how this works before I start fitting everything. Ooh, spidery. Nice. Oh, it's really tiring, actually. I've got a leak in my waders. Right. You're going to go there. Never a bad idea to get some exercise, is it? Oh. Well, I think we can say officially that is a resounding difference fitted correctly with the right tray, and that's a much smaller air diffuser, so the even bigger one in the larger section, even better. That's making a big impact. That's properly spreading water, you know. Now this section here, so round there to here, we'll have 4 of those smaller ones, and the other side bigger. Yeah, that will make a difference. So I'd say that's a success. The difference between just the diffuser in there and of course the diffuser, I'll just put something in to see if that system worked, and of course then putting just that smaller diffuser, so half the size, but on the tray, strapped to the tray, and it's down, it's in the sediment, gives a much bigger flow, much more air. It's much more interesting. So, and now seeing the way it's all set up, while the water level is low, I can get all the stuff that I need to do fitted. So even if the rains come in, towards the end of the week or into next week, the only bits I need to do then is literally put the boxes underneath the bridge, which is a whole different matter. So it won't matter if the rest is then out of my way. I'd love to carry on now, but I've got a massive split in those waders, so I need to go and get some repair patches and deal with that, because now I have a completely wet leg, and I don't want to be covered in algae, so I'm gonna have a shower now because the stuff's not particularly good for you. Have a shower, I'll go get the stuff, fix the waders, and then get back at this tomorrow, because now I've got the plan where it all goes and how to put it out. I can put everything in the right place, and well, with a little luck the rodents don't come and get it, but then it can do some good every day, and hopefully we'll clear this up. And now with the plan change of where everything's going to go, it won't be as difficult to move to then clear the moat. So I will be very happy to get this task done. I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye now.